There are rare moments in the vast world of numismatics when a simple quarter becomes more than metal, when it turns into a living whisper of American history, carrying stories of hands it passed through, miles it traveled, memories it preserved, and mysteries it locked within its silver glow. And today, on World Rare Coin, we step into a realm where three extraordinary treasures rise above all others: ancient quarters so scarce, so mesmerizing, so wrapped in legend, that collectors speak of them with awe and reverence. These old pieces are not just forgotten currency. They are fragments of a nation's spirit, symbols of courage, craftsmanship, and the relentless forging of identity across generations. Each rare quarter stands as a testament to an era of ambition, challenge, growth, and transformation, each one a survivor of time and chance, holding power far beyond value, radiating a presence that few coins on earth can match. Today we open the door to their hidden world. We breathe life into their legacy. We explore their mystery and their unmatched importance, as we reveal the top three rarest old treasures ever to emerge from the history of United States quarters, all here on World Rare Coin. All right, my friend. Now close your eyes and imagine the soft glimmer of an old coin resting in the palm of your hand, a piece of history that whispers through time. The 1960 Washington Quarter, a small circle of silver-colored mystery, a token born in an era when the United States was changing faster than anyone could imagine. This coin hides within its ridges the stories of the mint workers who struck it, the machines that shaped it, and the collectors who would one day seek it with feverish hearts. In those days after the silver was stripped from the coins, the world thought the magic had gone. But they were wrong. For the 1966 quarter carried secrets no one expected: strange minting marks, subtle flaws, and a beauty that grew stronger with age. Some say that even the light hits this coin differently, like it remembers the hands that once held it. Some say that when the right collector finds it, destiny moves, and history repeats itself. So let's journey into the world of numismatic wonder and uncover the truth about this quarter that has become a legend among legends. As we travel back to 1966, the United States Mint was under immense pressure, people hoarding silver coins, the government desperate to keep currency flowing. And in that chaos, the Washington Quarter of 1966 was born, minted not in silver but in a copper-nickel blend. Yet within this transition, something strange happened. A few of these quarters were struck using older silver planchets, a rare mistake that would one day make them worth more than their weight in gold. Imagine being the one to find it. Maybe in an old collection passed down by your grandfather. Maybe in a dusty jar filled with coins from the 60s. Maybe even in a roll of quarters from your local bank. The thrill of discovery igniting your pulse as you realize you're holding one of the rarest errors in American coinage. This coin weighs around 567 grams, its diameter near 24.3 millimeters, its thickness close to 1.75 millimeters, every tiny detail carved with precision. The face of George Washington noble and proud, the word liberty shining above, the year 1906 beneath, and behind him the bald eagle spreading its wings wide. But for collectors, the true secret lies not in what's seen, but what's hidden. The texture of the metal, the sound when it clinks against another coin, the way the color shimmers under a bright light. Numismatists study these things with a kind of sacred devotion, because every detail might be the clue that reveals whether it's the common copper-nickel issue or the ultra-rare transitional silver strike. And here's where the world of grading steps in. The great halls of numismatic judgment known as PCGs and NGC, where experts with magnifiers and cold, steady hands decide the fate of every coin that passes before them. If your 1966 quarter is flawless, its fields clear, its luster bright, and its strike sharp, it could receive a high mint state grade, misses 65 or higher, and that is when the coin truly becomes legendary. Collectors pay fortunes for perfection. They seek those mirror-like surfaces and razor-edge details that few coins from that chaotic minting year ever achieved. Imagine sending your coin to PCGs, waiting those long weeks as it's handled by gloved professionals, scanned, photographed, measured, then sealed inside that iconic transparent holder. labeled with its grade and authenticity. When it returns, your heart pounds as you see the numbers, Mrs. 67, or maybe even MS 68. A grade so rare that only a handful might exist in the entire world. And now your once ordinary coin becomes a piece of numismatic royalty, a treasure worthy of the greatest collections. But condition is not the only mystery. The thickness, the color, the ring of the metal when dropped gently on a hard surface, all whisper clues. Some 1966 quarters have been found with double die errors, where the design was struck twice, creating a ghostly shadow behind the letters and numbers. Others show broad strikes, clipped planchets, or missing reeds on the edge. Each error tells a story, each imperfection making it even more unique, like a fingerprint of history. The kind of details that only true collectors recognize and treasure. And when it comes to selling such a coin, patience becomes your greatest ally, for you cannot simply sell it anywhere. No, a coin like this must find its stage. You can reach out to heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, great collections, or even listed on platforms like eBay, but only with professional grading in hand. These are the temples of the numismatic world where collectors gather like pilgrims, searching for that one coin to complete their collection. And when your 1966 quarter appears there, glowing under the bright auction lights, the bids will rise like waves in a storm. Because everyone in that room knows how rare it is, how few have survived in pristine condition, and yet, the true beauty of this coin lies not only in its value, but in its story. The Washington quarter was more than money. It was a symbol of resilience during a time of transition. When the United States faced social and economic change, it carried the image of a man who led the nation through revolution and birth. And even though silver was gone, the spirit of strength and independence remained stamped into every curve and ridge. Some collectors believe that every coin carries an energy, a kind of echo from the year it was made. The 1966 quarter carries the hum of a restless America, a country between eras, between wars, between ideals. It witnessed the rise of color television, the height of the space race, the voices of protest and unity, all while quietly circulating through the hands of millions who never knew what they held. And perhaps that is why, when one of these coins appears in perfect condition, untouched by time, it feels like opening a time capsule. So if you ever find a 1966 Washington quarter that looks different, heavier, brighter, shinier, maybe with a silver tone that doesn't quite match the rest, don't ignore it, don't spend it, because you may be holding one of the lost silver transitional strikes. A numismatic marvel born of mistake and luck. Send it for grading. Let PCGs or NGC reveal its true identity, and who knows, you might be the next name whispered among collectors, the one who rediscovered a piece of American minting legend. The journey of the 1966 quarter reminds us that treasure often hides in plain sight, that even the smallest objects can hold incredible stories, and that history lives not only in museums, but in the pockets and drawers of ordinary people. So if you're still watching, my friend, take a moment to look through your change. Feel the weight of the coins. Look at the edges, study the shine, because one day that simple habit might uncover something extraordinary. And remember, when you hold a rare coin in your hand, you're not just holding metal, you're holding time itself, a piece of the past that has traveled across generations to reach you. And that is what makes the world of coin collecting so magical. It connects us, it teaches us patience, it rewards curiosity, and above all, it reminds us that value is more than money. It's history, passion, and discovery intertwined. So let this story of the 1966 Washington quarter awaken your curiosity, inspire your search, and guide your eyes toward the hidden glimmer in the everyday. Because somewhere out there, in a jar, a drawer, or a forgotten box, another piece of history waits to be found, maybe even by you. And when you do, come back here, to World Rare Coin. Share your story, join the community of seekers, and together we'll continue exploring the mysteries of the coins that shaped America. Now, my friend, if this tale of the 1966 quarter has sparked your imagination and stirred your heart, make sure to press that like button. Leave a comment, sharing your own coin discovery, and subscribe to World Rare Coin, because the next story might be even more mysterious. even more valuable, and you don't want to miss it. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a secret waiting to be revealed. The 1967 Washington Quarter, a coin that hums with the energy of transformation. A coin born from a moment when America stood between change and tradition. The previous year had seen chaos in the mint silver fading into memory, new alloys taking its place. But even within this storm of transition, something remarkable took shape. This coin, though humble in appearance, holds within it the whisper of an era that refused to be forgotten. The mint workers spoke of strange gleams on certain planchets, as if old silver spirits still lingered on the machines that once struck precious metal. They say the presses sang differently that year, the rhythm slower, the strikes deeper and hidden among the countless quarters that rolled from the dies. A few emerged unlike the rest, perfect in form, brilliant in shine, flawless in their balance. The 1967 quarter carried no mint mark. That was the decree of the Treasury to prevent collectors from hoarding specific issues, yet even without the mark of origin, each piece seemed to bear a unique signature. Tiny variances invisible to the untrained eye, but known to the masters of numismatics collectors, who dedicate their lives to studying every ridge, every surface, every trace of history engraved in metal. The weight of the coin remained around 5.67 grams the diameter, a precise 24.3 millimeters, and the thickness close to 1.75 millimeters. Yet some carried faint whispers of anomalies, slightly heavier, slightly brighter, perhaps remnants of the forgotten silver era. Those coins became legends, whispered about in numismatic circles, as if they were the last breath of silver in a world moving to modern alloys. Time flowed forward. Collectors began to notice certain 1967 quarters that gleamed differently under light, their luster sharper, their field smoother, their strike crisper. These coins did not age like ordinary copper-nickel. Their brilliance refused to fade, and the more they were examined, the more questions arose. Could it be that some of these coins were struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964? The theory spread like wildfire, and soon treasure hunters across the nation were digging through old rolls searching for that one elusive specimen. The transitional strike that defied official records and promised a story worth millions. Imagine the thrill, my friend. Opening a forgotten roll from your grandfather's drawer. The smell of time filling the air, and there among the dull coins one gleams brighter. A light silvery tone, its sound when dropped on wood, ringing with a clear bell-like note. Unlike the dull clink of modern quarters, your heart races as you weigh it. It feels different, just slightly heavier. Your fingers tremble because deep down, you know you've found something extraordinary, the kind of discovery that can rewrite a family's story forever, the kind that makes collectors and historians alike hold their breath. But finding it is only the beginning to truly reveal its power. You must bring it before the keepers of authenticity, the sacred halls of PCGs and NGC. There, they will examine its every detail under high magnification. They will measure its metal composition, test its reflectivity, judge its surface preservation, and finally assign it a grade mint state 65, mint state 66, maybe higher, and when that grade appears sealed in transparent plastic, like a treasure preserved for eternity, its story becomes official, its value undeniable. The 1967 quarter that defied time itself. The higher the grade, the rarer the magic, and Miss 67 from 1967 is like lightning in a bottle. Collectors pay immense sums to possess such perfection. And the difference between MS65 and M67 can be the difference between a dream and a destiny. This is why condition matters. Every scratch, every nick, every trace of circulation lowers the grade. Each coin becomes a mirror of care and history, telling you how far it traveled before it reached your hands. Some collectors whisper of 1967 quarters, struck with double die obverses. where Washington's profile appears ghosted, like a shadow from another dimension. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," showing faint echoes of repetition. These errors are rare and valuable, but even rarer still are the coins struck with proof-like surfaces, unintentional brilliance that reflects the light. Like a mirror, these are the coins that leave even seasoned numismatists speechless for. They were not meant to exist, yet they do. Proof-like circulation strikes forged by accident, by fate, by the heartbeat of the mint. And here is something that few know. My friend, in 1967, the United States Mint released special mint sets instead of proof sets, and among them some quarters were struck with unusually high pressure, creating deeply mirrored fields and frosted devices. Collectors call these SMS coins special mint, strike their finish halfway between proof and circulation. And within that special set, the 1967 quarter stands out a symbol of craftsmanship at the edge of chaos. These are the coins that make the pulse quicken for collectors who know how to see their beauty. But how do you sell such a treasure? You do not rush it. You prepare it. You document it. You verify it. Then you present it to the world. You can bring it to heritage auctions or Stack's Bowers or great collections, where true numismatists gather to bid on history itself. Or you can list it on specialized platforms, but never without authentication. For the story of your coin must be backed by truth and grading and provenance. These are the pillars that make collectors trust. And when that trust is earned, bids rise, hands lift hearts. Race, and the auction floor becomes a storm of desire even. So this coin's worth extends beyond money. It tells the story of a nation learning to adapt, of an industry shifting from silver to base metal of beauty, preserved through adversity. It speaks of resilience, of how something can lose its precious composition, yet still shine with timeless grace. The 1967 Washington quarter represents that transition, the bridge between the old and the new, the echo of silver and the dawn of modern currency. It is more than a coin. It is a reflection of history's heartbeat captured in copper and nickel. Still, there is another layer of magic within its design. The portrait of George Washington, first sculpted by John Flanagan. Decades earlier, still commanding respect. Still standing as a symbol of leadership. The eagle on the reverse wings spread, wide like freedom itself. And when you hold it close, you feel the intention of those who designed it, their goal, to preserve pride and unity through art and metal. This is why collectors revere it, not only for rarity, but for meaning. For every strike is a prayer in metal for the endurance of a nation. Now take a moment and think, how many 1967 quarters have passed through your hands? How many have jingled in pockets, fallen in car seats, rolled across tables, each one carrying the same potential? And yet only a handful hide that mysterious luster, that rare combination of perfection and error. So when you search through your change, do not glance too quickly. Take your time, turn the coin under light. Listen to its sound. Weigh it if you can. Because among millions, only a few carry the spirit of fortune. And if you ever find one, do not hesitate. Guard it like a secret. Send it for grading. Keep its story alive. And when you finally decide to sell it, let it go only when you understand its true power, not just its price for collectors. Value, truth, and authenticity above all else. That is what separates treasure from trinket, legacy from metal, and legend from currency. So, my friend, as you hold your coins tonight under the soft glow of your lamp, remember that within your hands may lie a story untold. A story that bridges decades, that connects generations, that transforms ordinary metal into extraordinary meaning. And if you feel that spark, that curiosity, do not ignore it, follow it, because that curiosity is the same fire that has driven explorers, adventurers, and collectors since the dawn of civilization. If you are still watching, take a deep breath. Feel that excitement stirring inside you. Hit that like button to honor the treasure hunters before us and comment below. If you have ever discovered something rare in the most unexpected place, share your story because every voice adds to the legend. Every collector adds to the map of discovery. And together we keep the spirit of numismatics alive. And as this chapter closes, remember this. The 1967 Washington quarter is not just a coin. It is a whisper from a forgotten year, a relic of transformation, a symbol that even in times of change, beauty can endure and shine brighter than ever before. So keep searching, my friend. Keep believing in the magic of the small things. And when destiny places another rare coin in your hand, bring it here to World Rare Coin. Because together, we will uncover the hidden stories that sleep within America's currency and awaken the legends that time tried to forget. The story continues as the light fades from the tale of the 1967 quarter. A new whisper rises from the shadows of American coinage, a sound faint yet powerful, the faint ring of the 1983 D Washington quarter, a coin forged not in the golden glow of the silver era but in the heart of modern America, a coin that hides within its metal, a mystery so deep that even experts tremble when they speak of it. The air of that year was heavy with change, the mint buzzing with pressure, the machines striking. Day and night the people unaware that within those countless strikes, a handful of coins would defy the odds of perfection. The 1983 D quarter may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, but beneath its surface lies one of the most astonishing numismatic secrets ever uncovered. The story begins in Denver. The mint marked with the letter D, the presses roaring in endless rhythm, their purpose clear to create quarters for a nation whose commerce moved faster than ever before. But amid that thunder of creation came errors, subtle, rare, and fateful. Some planchets struck with too much force, others with faint weakness. Some struck slightly off-center, giving Washington a ghostly shadowed face, and some struck with dies that had been polished too aggressively, erasing tiny details like whispers erased by time. And yet among all these anomalies, a few coins emerged with a brilliance unlike any others, perfectly struck, deeply lustrous, as if touched by fortune itself. These are the coins that now live in the legends of collectors, the 1983 D Washington quarters that turned into treasure, the ones that changed the idea of what modern coins could be worth. Imagine holding one between your fingers, feeling its weight. 67 grams its diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Its thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Yet somehow it feels different, heavier in history, lighter in time, brighter in destiny, because within it lies a story of scarcity, a tale of survival. In 1982 and 1983, the Mint did not issue mint sets for collectors, which meant that pristine, uncirculated coins from these years were scarce. To find only those saved directly from bankrolls or fresh mint bags could survive untouched by circulation. That is why the 1983 D quarter in true mint state is a marvel, a coin that escaped time's wear and tear and remained perfect against all odds. But there is more to this story. Much more. Some of these 1983 D quarters display a remarkable error known as the double die. Reverse where the word quarter dollar appears slightly doubled, a subtle shift that to the keen eye reveals a minting miracle. These doubled dies are not only rare but breathtaking. Each one a frozen echo of the moment the die slipped and stamped. History twice collectors hunt them relentlessly, paying fortunes to possess even a single example. And when one appears in high mint state, the excitement spreads like wildfire across the numismatic world. And then there is the most mysterious of them all, the 1983 D quarter struck on a copper planchet, meant for a centi-mistake that defies logic, yet has been proven by testing and grading. Such a coin weighs around 3.1 grams instead of 5.67. Its color a faint reddish hue. Its sound softer. Its legend unmatched. These error coins sit in the pantheon of American numismatics. Treasures born of accident beauty. born of imperfection, their discovery reminding collectors that magic can emerge from machinery, that even in the precision of modern minting fate still finds a way. And if you ever hold such a coin, your heart will race, you'll feel its warmth, you'll sense its story, and you'll know you are touching something extraordinary. But how do you prove it? How do you bring its legend into light once again? We turn to the guardians of authenticity, PCGs and NGC, where professionals in white gloves and magnifiers evaluate the truth hidden in every surface. They will measure its weight test, its metal analyze its strike, and determine if you have truly found the legend of 1983 when the result comes back, sealed in a transparent holder labeled MS67 or MS68. Your coin transforms from mystery to masterpiece, from rumor to reality, and its place in numismatic history becomes undeniable. But there's another secret layer to this coin. My friend, 1983 was a year of economic tension. The American Mint was adjusting to material changes and the quality of strike. Varied wildly coins from that year often show weak strikes and worn dies, making sharp detailed examples extremely rare. So when a collector finds one where every letter gleams, every feather on the eagle stands crisp, every field reflects like glass, it becomes a marvel. Such perfection defies statistics. Such beauty survives only by miracle. Some collectors whisper that the energy of these coins feels alive, that the 1983 D quarter hums faintly under light as if aware of its own rarity perhaps, its imagination, or perhaps it's the spirit of craftsmanship from a bygone era still lingering in each strike. Either way, the effect is real. You can feel it when you hold one. You can see it in the shimmer across its face, that shimmer that tells you this coin was never meant to be ordinary. The process of discovery is what keeps collectors awake at night. The thrill of searching through thousands of coins looking for that one glimmer, that one error, that one perfect strike, the sound of coins spilling across the table, the click of magnifiers, the gasp when something different catches your eye. This is what numismatics is built on. Passion, patience, and the pursuit of history, hidden in plain sight. And when the time comes to sell such a treasure, you must choose your path wisely. The open world of heritage auctions where bids soar higher with every heartbeat, or the quiet prestige of Stack's Bowers, where whispers of ancient collections fill the air, or perhaps the digital reach of great collections where collectors from every corner of the world compete for beauty and rarity. But remember, a coin like this demands respect. It must be authenticated, graded, and documented before it takes its place on the stage of legends. Because only truth gives value. Only proof gives power. The 1983 D Washington Quarter tells us something about the spirit of America: resilience through transition, strength through precision, pride through creation. It represents a modern generation of minting where technology meets art, and yet within that machine-made perfection, fate still dances, chaos still creates beauty. It reminds us that even in progress, there is mystery. Even in order, there is wonder. Imagine now, my friend, that you sit at your table under soft golden light, your collection spread before you. Silver, copper, nickel. Each coin a story, each gleam a memory. And there among them, the 1983 D quarter, its surface glowing like a secret, waiting to be spoken. You turn it in your hand, feeling the faint ridges on the edge, the smooth curve of the rim, the perfect lines of Washington's face, and you think of the countless hands it could have passed, through the journeys it might have taken. And somehow it found its way to you, not by chance but by calling. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear the echoes of the mint, the roar of presses, the spark of metal against metal, the heartbeat of creation. Each sound a note in the song of history, and your coin a single, shining verse in that eternal melody. So what should you do now? Take your magnifier, look at your quarters, especially those from 1983. Flip them, study the D mark, at the base of Washington's neck. Observe the lettering, check the weight and thickness. If you find something that feels off, brighter, heavier, or lighter, do not dismiss it. You might have uncovered one of the rarest errors of the decade, one of the hidden legends that make collectors' hearts race. And if you do come back here to World Rare Coin, share your discovery, because this community thrives on stories like yours, on passion shared through knowledge and wonder. If you are still watching, my friend, your curiosity burns as bright as the rarest luster, and I invite you to press that like button as a symbol of your journey into this hidden world, and leave a comment telling me what coin you're searching for, because your story might inspire the next great discovery, the next chapter in this living history of treasure and time. And as the story draws toward its close, remember this. The 1983 D. Washington quarter is not just a coin, it's a survivor of forgotten years, a beacon of craftsmanship, a reminder that miracles hide within the ordinary. Its value is not only measured in dollars, but in the awe it inspires the history. It carries the hope it gives to every collector searching for magic in metal. It stands as proof that legends never truly fade. They just wait quietly until someone looks closely enough to see. So keep your eyes open, keep your heart tuned to curiosity, and keep your spirit alive in the hunt, because the world still holds secrets waiting to be found. And among them, this coin stands proud as a guardian of the forgotten, a bridge between past and present, a treasure forged by accident and preserved by destiny. And when you finish this journey and place your coins carefully back in their holders, remember you are part of a lineage, older than you can imagine, collectors, historians, dreamers, and seekers, all bound by the same passion to uncover truth through metal and meaning. And that, my friend, is the real value of numismatics. Not just wealth, but connection, discovery, purpose, and wonder. So stay curious, keep searching, and never stop believing in the power of small things, for one day your hands may hold the next great legend of American coinage. And when that moment comes, bring your story to World Rare Coin, where we keep the flame of discovery alive, where we celebrate the mysteries that shine in the smallest treasures, and where every coin tells a story waiting to be heard.